Okay, so the first thing we're looking for is this dot, and if there's an L shape instead of the dot, then you can just skip this step, but once you see this, you just want to do this anywhere. Now, once you see the L shape, you want to hold it so that one piece is facing towards you, and another edge piece is facing away from you, and then you want to do this algorithm, similar to the last one. If you see a line like this, instead of a dot or an L shape, then you want to hold the line so that you see it as horizontal, and you want to do this algorithm. Now a cross shape should be made. It's fine if there's solved pieces in any of these corners, you're just looking for this cross shape. Once you have the cross shape here, we're going to want to pay attention to these edge pieces, and you're going to want to try to match as many of them up as you can, like this. So right here I can match two of them at the same time, but I can't match all of them. If the most amount you can match is 2, and one of them is on this side while the other one is on the opposite side, then you just want to do this algorithm anywhere. After doing that algorithm, then you should be able to match up 2 of these edge pieces again, but instead of them being on the opposite sides, they should be like this. One of them is right next to another one. Once you have this, you're going to want to match these two up to the correct sides, and you're going to want to hold them so one of them is at the back and one of them is to the right, and you're going to want to do this algorithm. After doing that, you should be able to turn the top once, and all of these edges are aligned. Now once all of these edges are solved, you're going to want to pay attention to these corners right here. Now you see this one is an example, because you want to find these corner pieces that are in the correct spots but they're not solved. So like this one is in between orange and blue, so this one is in the correct spot, but this one isn't because it isn't in between green and orange. Now if there's only one of these, then you want to hold it to the top right of you and do this algorithm. And if all the corners are in the correct spots, then you're done with this step, but if they're not in the correct spots, then you want to do it again. And now all of them should be in the correct spots. So this one is green and red, and it's in between green and red. Now if none of these corners are in the correct spots, then you're just going to want to do the algorithm anywhere, and it should solve, or it should put one corner in the correct spot, like this. This one is in between green and red, so it's in the correct spot. Now once all these corners are in the correct spots, you're just going to want to flip the entire cube upside down, and you're trying to basically rotate these, not by twisting them, but rotating them in the correct order, so solved basically. And you just want to repeat this until you see this corner is solved, as you can see right here. Now don't rotate the cube at this point, because you could mess up the entire thing, but after this corner is solved, then you want to move the bottom layer. So now we're moving on to this corner to put in the right orientation. So just repeat that. And then the corner should be in the right place. Now move the bottom layer again, and then repeat it. As you can see, it's in the correct corner, and then do it one more time. And the cube should be solved. Now, when you flip it upside down, if these corners are already solved, then you don't have to repeat those moves to solve them, because they're already in the correct spaces. So I'm just gonna rotate this one correctly, but instead of just turning the bottom once, we can just skip this because it's already solved to move on to the next one. and that works also.